Hello, my name is Kirill Kalinin. I'm a founder of Antique Poster Gallery. We specialize in original vintage posters and graphic design from 1920s and 30s. We also conduct poster auctions regularly, and as you can imagine, we send and receive a lot of packages with posters. If I were to estimate, I would say we probably send and receive about 2,000 to 3,000 packages each year. And I just wanted to share some tips with you on how to best package the posters. We use recycled craft paper for wrapping. Just make sure that it's thick paper. What we use is a 90 grams per square meter paper. If you can get a thicker one, that would be better. Make sure you leave plenty of margins on both sides of the poster. And if you're packing several posters, first of all, line them up on the margins. So they are on the same side. Line them up on the sides and also line them up at the beginning so they can be rolled together quite nicely. In terms of length of paper, I'd suggest at least 50 centimeters. Depends on, of course, the length of the poster, but 70, 90 centimeters, the longer the better, really. So roll the posters together, roll them tightly, but just try not to overdo it. And then when you roll, make sure that the paper is actually even on the ends. So after you roll the posters and you seal them with the tape, just make sure that the end of the tape is sort of bunched together, so you leave a bit of an edge to grasp the tape. Some people call it lip. It just makes it easier to unwrap the poster, especially if you're using clear tape like a scotch tape or anything like this. You don't want to fumble with your fingers on the paper. It's quite difficult and time-consuming sometimes, and it's best not to use the knife when you unwrap the posters. Once we roll the posters on paper, we roll them in cellophane. We actually use florist cellophane, but get sort of a higher grade of it, a thicker one. It offers extra protection, not only from potential damage of the poster, but also from any humidity exposure or exposure to water. And again, with the tape, when you seal it, just make sure you leave a bit of tape, a lip of a tape. Yep, tape end here. We use cardboard tubes for postage. The ones we use have a wall thickness of 5 millimeters. I'd suggest at least that. One way to test the thickness of the tube is just squeeze it with your fingers. And if it bends, then there is a chance of goods inside getting damaged in transit. So now we're packing the poster in the tube. Use a bit of bubble wrap at the ends. It's important to keep the poster tight within the package, but also it's good to have a bit of bubble wrap at the ends as further protection from potential exposure to water if the tube is standing somewhere. So pack it up like this, and as a test, just shake it about and see if it moves around. Okay. It's good to leave or to wrap the end of the tube in several circles of the tape, because if the tube is standing and is exposed to water, that can damage the poster and will weaken the tube. So it's important for that. It's important to think about safety of the poster when you're packing it, but also think about people who will receive the poster and unwrap it, because you don't want to make it too difficult for people to get the poster out. We did receive quite a few packages where it took me a while to get the poster out. I had to use the knife. It's not the best scenario because accidents can happen and you don't want to cut through something or damage it while unwrapping it. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this video. There will be more coming from us at Antique Bar, and I hope you will find them interesting. Thanks. Bye.